Hi, Funmi.
Hi. Hello. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Erin to join.
Okay.
She hasn't joined yet. I think the account she was supposed to use is having a problem, but she'll be joining shortly.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem.
Yeah, she'll be joining shortly.
I mean, now she's joined shortly as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think you received the agenda.
Yeah, I have. So I've gone through it as well.
Okay. That's fantastic. So I think it's, I'm just trying to quickly open up a few files that I'm going to need to have
Okay.
for the event. So just quickly open them up. One second, please. Let me check if she hasn't yet joined. Okay, I've started recording. Okay, so can we have more than one co-host on here? Okay, let me see if that's possible. Okay, so I guess we're good. So, okay, we have our participants online now. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, good morning and good afternoon. I don't think we have anybody from Asia on this call. So good morning, good afternoon to everyone that's joining us today for this, the final installment of the IBM Digitalize with IBM webinar series. The title of this particular webinar is Leveraging Technology for Your Business, an Introduction to IBM's Digital Nation Africa platform. Thank you very much for registering for this webinar, and thank you for taking time to join. Today's webinar starts right now, and we will actually be going through a series of presentations from IBM. If you have been following this series, you will find that we've had three different webinars before this time. We had the first webinar, which was about collaborations, professional skills. The second webinar on data analysis and basically on data science and analysis. And the third webinar, which was on artificial intelligence. And now we're having this particular webinar, which focuses on giving you a step-by-step guidance on how to use Digital Nation Africa, which comes to you from IBM. It's important to note that if you're not located in Africa, you might not be able to utilize the Digital Nation special link that's provided to all our members, all WEConnect International members. WEConnect International is a global organization that identifies, certifies, and supports women-owned businesses by helping them connect to global procurement opportunities from our corporate buyers, which are well over 100 international corporations and blue chip organizations across the world. IBM is one of our major partners within the region, and we're excited to have two personnel from IBM, experts today, to speak on today's webinar. We're going to be having Olorundare Funmi, so Olafumilola and Aminat Babalola, sorry, on handling today's session. They're going to be guiding us through a lot that we need to understand when we use the IBM Digital Nation Africa platform, IBM DNA. The first speaker we have will be Olufumilola Olorundare, who is a University Relations Analyst with IBM West Africa. We also have Aminat Babalola, who's also a University Relations Analyst with IBM West Africa. With this being said, I will quickly hand over to, and also I have on this webinar, my two cousins, Erin Dennis, they're laughing, Erin Dennis and Chelin Jung, my two cousins, all the way from WEConnect International HQ in the United States. Would you ladies like to say hi?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Now, I call them my cousins because they're always asking me how come I share stories during our webinars about my cousins in Nigeria. I say we have lots and lots of cousins. Aminat is my cousin. Funmi is my cousin. I think I see Jean. I think I see Jean. Jean, are you on this call? I thought I saw Jean. Jean is our country director from South Africa. I thought I saw her just for a second ago.
Hi.
Hello, Jean. You? She's my cousin also.
Yo, cuz, yo.
Yo, cuz, how's it going, cuz, you know? So she's also my cousin all the way from South Africa. I have lots of cousins, and everybody on this webinar is my cousin. You get your cousin certificate after the webinar. So I'll hand over quickly to Funmi, one of my cousins, to start with the presentation from IBM. Funmi, you can take it away.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, so I'll be taking us through the IBM DNA platform, and majorly IBM DNA is simply means IBM Digital Nations Africa. So, and a lot of us are having like issues on how to access the platform. So the first thing is when you click on the link that will be shared to everyone. So when you click on the IBM link that will be shared on the chat session, this is the first page that you come across. Can we all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the first page that will come across. And on this first page, you will see the sign in session and you see the register for free session. The sign in session is for fresh users. So you have to sign in first because there are some part of the platform that you can't access if you are not registered. I mean, you register for free first. So there are some areas of the platform that you can't access if you are not registered. For example, if I am not registered and sign in, I cannot access the job advisor tool. I can't, but you can check the journeys, you can check the courses, then you can read about the platform, but you can't access the job advisor tool and also the badges. So you have to register and then sign in. So let me just run through this platform and then I'll take us to the sign in parts. Okay, so for example, let me click the sign in first. So if you click the sign in, this is the first thing that comes up for you. For myself, I'm already logged in. I'm already registered. So all I just need to do is enter my details, and also I'll be led to where I'm going to put in my password. So which is where it's taking me to now. So if you know you've not registered, you can go to the registration aspect to register and then you log in. But because I'm already registered, so the next step for me is just to log in. Okay, so I'm trying to log in now. So it takes you back to that first page. Okay, so for those that are having problem in doing that, we can also try it right now. Register, but if you're sure that you've registered before, so just try and sign in. So, and then it brings you back here to the page itself. And then we're going to go through everything. So on this first page, you can see the skills, and the skills has the courses, and you will see on each courses, you will see the one that is stated Explorer. When you get to the Innovator part, you see for the Enterprise Design Thinking Practitioner, you see Innovator at the top part of it. Then you see also for New Collar, like that. And we have like different courses under the Explorer. So if you want to access the Explorer courses on its own, then you come to Journeys. So we have 3 different tracks, which under Journey, which is Explorer, Innovator, and New Collar. Explorer are majorly for beginners. For example, for those that just want to acquire the skills, like you don't have any idea about it, you're just coming from an unexperienced part and you want to get your hands on the emerging technology. So Explorer is like the amazing place to start from. It gives you like basic explanation of everything that you need to know. So when you click on the Explorer, we have about 8 courses there. So we'll see them now. We have blockchain. Okay, so we can see them. We have the introduction to coding. We have cloud, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things. We have blockchain, we have data science, cyber security, and quantum computing. So those are the 8 courses we have under the Explorer track. So then we move to the Innovator. The Innovator is just like a more advanced stage of the Explorer courses. For the Innovator track, that is where you get to lay your hands on the practical aspect. You get to experience the design thinking parts. That's where you learn design thinking for beginners, and then you lay your hands on IBM Cloud. And one fantastic thing about this is once you get registered and you have an account, then automatically you are given like a free light accounts, IBM Cloud accounts. So that's like automatic for you. So once you get registered on the DNA, IBM DNA platform, you have a light IBM Cloud account. So for the Innovator, so here are some of the courses that you will get to meet there. That is where you learn how to like create your own web page. That's when you learn more about blockchain and advanced blockchain lesson. That's where you get it. That's where you also get to build your own chatbots. So you learn how to build your own chatbots. You learn to discover your inner chatbots and the likes. So, and then with the blockchain tool, you get to play around with some of the IBM tools, learn to build your own car auction application on blockchain. Then you learn to like get to also build your own voting application using blockchain. So, and the courses are well explained, and they have videos as well to guide you. And also there are a lot of case study. I think each courses has about 3 case studies each that is going to guide you, so that you can see that, okay, this is not just a magic. This is something that some other people have tried using and it has worked for them in their different areas of businesses, careers, in even various organizations. So you get to see, for example, based on the AI parts, there are a lot of people that have done so many amazing things. When Amina comes on board, she's going to like enlighten us more on that. So then you get started also with IoT. You get to build your first IoT application. So all these courses will guide you to do all that yourself, because they are very explanatory. So the major difference between the Innovator track and the Explorer is that you get more practical when you get to the Innovator track. So, and then for the New Collar, the New Collar is much more advanced. Is you are not talking about the job relating aspect, like is more technical. So you keep growing like that. So most times you always advise people to start from the Explorer and then you move like that. So most times what I usually advise is that you try and go through all the 8 courses under the Explorer. Then with that, you can identify your own place of interest, the course that really interests you. It could be blockchain. And then if you know that blockchain is something of major interest to you, then you dive to the innovator part and search for the courses that has to do with blockchain. Then you go deeper in it, get more enlightened in it, and then you know that your focus is blockchain. Then you go ahead to search for blockchain on the new color parts and get yourself trained on it. And then you're fantastic, because on the new color parts for the blockchain, we have blockchain fundamentals, V2, Hyperledger fabric chain code, and all that. So you learn to create and innovate things yourself. So by the time you get to the new color part, so usually that's what I advise, that you don't have to finish you don't have to finish all the innovator before you move to the new color. No, that's not the aim. For example, when you start laying your hands on the Explorer, you should already see where your interest lies, and then when you get to the innovator, you search for whatever interests you. For example, if I'm interested in cybersecurity, when I went through the Explorer track, then I go further to take the course on the innovator track that is also talking about cybersecurity, move to new color on the track on the course that is also talking about cybersecurity. And with that, and then aside from the courses itself, you get to see links of you get to see links that lead you to where you can get much more advanced training on that particular course. So you get to see additional links that takes you there. So so now, and then when you come to the page, instead of you going to the journey, start clicking on the Explorer Innovator. For you to have an easy access to the courses, you just come to the course part, and then it brings all the courses out for you. So then you can click on any. For example, if I decide to click on let me do cloud, it's going to bring me the Explorer part of cloud, bring me the innovator part of cloud, and also the new color part of cloud. And then you can pick whichever you want to work with. You can see these are cloud courses. So this is the Explorer part of it, this is the innovator part of it, and this is the new color part of it. So the new color part of it has about let's say 8. They have the new color aspect of cloud has about 8 different courses. So the easiest part to navigate each courses is just to come to the course icon, click on it, and then you see all the courses lined up, and then you pick whichever that you want to go for. So I'll come back to the job advisor too. Let's check the batch parts already. So for each course, there is a badge that they attach to each course. So once you take each courses and you do the quiz that is attached to each courses, then you earn a digital badge. So that digital badge is like a proof of the skill that you've acquired. So you can put in your badge on your social media platform just for people to see what you have. And then the badges are also part of the things that you will use when you get to the job advisor aspect. Just for and the reason why you're putting up your badges is, okay, for example, if I've acquired a skill in cybersecurity or blockchain or quantum computing, and I put it on my LinkedIn profile page, and then my connections get to see it. We can't tell who needs probably maybe a blockchain engineer. I might just contact me. Okay, I have a problem with this as pertain to blockchain, and I need your help, or and I need your professionalism on these things. I need you to come on board on this particular thing. So that's the major thing that it's meant for. So when you put your badges on your social media, and those people get to see the skills that you've acquired, and you don't know who might actually be in need, or the organization or company that might be in need of such skill. So that's the major thing about the badges. Then let's move to the job advisor tool before we go to the next one. So when you click on the job advisor tool, it tells you to enter your profile. So you had your location, then you, okay, for me, I have already entered my profile. So if we, I'm coming. So if we, okay, so here I've added my profile already, but I can decide to edit my profile anytime. So, and in your part of your profile, you put in your badges, the badges that you've earned. So, and then if you want to search for jobs and everything, you come to the job role. If you are, if your skill is majorly focused on artificial intelligence, you come search for jobs for artificial intelligence analyst, a job that is for the artificial intelligence analyst job role. So you just click on it, and then you get options of available jobs, and then you can sign in for those jobs. For example, here are the ones they are giving me. For example, I have a freelance graphic designer job here in Lagos. So I have a webmaster's community manager's job role in Tunisia, and the likes like that. And I have a full-time job advert, like, which is marketing, business development, and customer support. So, and the like. So it's your profile that generates the kind of job roles that will be sent to you. So, and then if you are interested in any, then you click on it and push from there. So, okay, to the next one. I'm so we can just keep dropping our questions. So that's that about the job role. So we can see my list of jobs that they've sent to me. So if I'm interested in any, I can just pick from them. So all you just need to do is you and if you want a particular location, you can pick it. But for me, I made the location open. So they send you like jobs that are related to your acquired skills. So let's move to the about. Okay, before we go to the about, another interesting thing about our IBM GNA platform is the fact that it's in 4 different languages. We have it in English, in Arabic, in French, and in Portuguese. So if you are a French-speaking person, you can click on the French aspect, and then it translates everything to French for you, and you get a better view of whatever you're getting trained on. If it's Arabic, you understand most. If Arabic is your language, you click on the Arabic part and it translates everything in Arabic for you. Same thing with Portuguese, but presently I'm making use of English. So we have that our platform speaks. And then the help aspect is when you, okay, let me click on the help aspect to just show you what it's all about. If you have any question, probably you got on the platform, you're trying to access something and it's not coming up, you can get help here. And also, if you want to know more about IBM Digital Nations Africa program, you click on it and it tells you stuff about it. So here are some of the frequently asked questions. And if you have any of yours, you can see the part that says contact us. So you just send in your question and you get response from the team. So let's move to the about. So for the about, we have about us, that's about IBM DNA. And then we have the collaborators aspect, we have the about IBM. So I'll click on each so that we can just like have an idea of what it's about. So about IBM Digital Nations Africa. So we can see what we do is to ship in your skill and also learn the language of innovation. Like I explained the innovator part, getting your hands on experience with the latest technologies. You get to innovate yourself. So you get to build different things yourself, like building your own chatbot yourself. and the likes. So, and another fantastic thing about the platform is that is an online program, and it's a self-paced. No one is giving you a particular time to finish a particular course. Do you get? So it's self-paced, so you can decide to say, okay, I am starting on this date, and then you keep going. But the thing is, consistent is key. It's always nice that when you start something, you try to finish it. So the fact that it's self-paced means that there is nobody putting pressure on you. But it's always good when we can be consistent when we've started, so that you can keep up with whatever you're learning there. And it has a virtual assistant which guides users to navigate the website and understand what the courses and learning paths are. And then we have, and which is in form of our chatbot. So you can also ask our chatbot questions, anything that is bothering you, even if you don't want to go to the help icon. So you see something you can see where my cursor is by my far right. So there, if you click on it, you can get to like ask your questions if you don't want to make use of the help section. So you can just ask your quick questions here, and you'll be responded to. For example, if I want to understand what the digital badges are, so I just clicked on it and you get a response like immediately. And if you need to know more, it already shows you where to go to. So you click that button and then you get to know more about it. So, okay, like I said earlier, I already explained the journeys and the learning part. I've explained about the digital badges. I've explained the innovation part, and I've explained the job aspects to where you get to find jobs. And here are some of the testimonies that we've had from previous users and what they've been able to like achieve using the platform. So we can go through that on our own. And here too, we can read about how IBM uses cloud and artificial intelligence. You can learn more, you can view all courses from here at the same time too. So just keep playing around the platform to just know more. Like that's just the basics. So I think about the platform, that's that. And okay, one other thing that I would like to share with us is the good thing is, aside from just using your laptop, it's not only laptop that we can use to access the platform. You can make use of your phone, of your iPad, any gadgets that you have. And another very interesting news that we have is we also have our mobile app, but it's basically on Google Play Store. So it's literally for the Android users. So you can go and search for IBM Digital Nations Africa on the Google Play Store, and then you download the mobile app, and then you find the courses there. So even when you're on a journey, when you're just sitting in your car and you feel you have free time, then you can just do a course that you haven't completed, and that's that. So our mobile app is also very, very useful and easy to access to. So all you need to do is just download the app, just go to your Google Play Store, download the IBM Digital Nation Africa app on your phone, and then you continue your course from there. So this is where I'll be handing over to Amina, because we're told that some people have questions on the artificial intelligence and data science, so she can just run through a few things about it, and then we'll take in questions, and myself and Amina will also answer those questions. Thank you very much.
Right, hello everyone. Thank you Ola for that. She already set the pace at the background or the platform for me to go on. So just for those of us who have some focus in data science. Can we mute our microphones? Okay, great. So for those of us who have interest in data science and artificial intelligence, in our previous webinars, we had sessions on data science and artificial intelligence as well. And I'm sure a lot of us who are business owners are just looking or wondering to just see how best we can use this platform to, give ourselves an edge. How do we actually utilize this platform? So part of what you get, or part of the added advantages of getting signed up for this platform is you actually get a free Cloudlight account. So I think your screen's already up, Lola. So if you can click on my dashboard so they can also see.
Okay.
So you get a free Light account. Okay, just stop sharing. So you have a free Cloudlight account that allows you to be able to go through the IBM platform, be able to learn, be able to upskill, and be able to apply these different solutions by yourself. So part of the solutions we've had, or part of the problems that we see that could be addressed, would be in terms of how to really make your business to be very professional. So we have things like chatbots, which the basis of chatbots are artificial intelligence and data science. So chatbots can be able to help you reduce the operational costs. So instead of you having to have different people working for you, instead of you to have physical people or have to get so many people to do the work, it's something that you can address with the chatbots. We can even see how we've been able to do that with the platform, where we can see that we have that chatbot that answers to some questions. So it allows you to be able to focus on the more important needs of your business instead of having to respond to frequently asked questions. So the chatbot can then respond to questions that come frequently, or questions that are repeated. And then it's only at some point where the chatbot has gotten to its exhausted memory, for example, like that's the expertise of which you have trained that chatbot for. And then a live personnel will be able to come in and answer that kind of question. But it's not really a common case. So it's all about how best you can train that chatbot. So that's for the chatbot. Another thing which we spoke about, especially in the previous webinar on data science and analytics, is the different types of data science operations. So we have predictive, prescriptive, and so one of them is predictive. So predictive analytics is something that you could actually use, and it falls under data science. So this is something that the business owner could use to be able to reduce, for example, the employee turnover, be able to decrease risks that are encountered on the platform, things like cyber attacks. These are courses that we actually have available on the platform. We have a course on things that have to do with predictive analytics. If you also talk about marketing, every business owner has to do some form of marketing, even if you're not focused on just a marketing business. And part of what we can do or use these technologies to improve our marketing is that it enables you to be able to, so when you get data is basically just information. So this enables you to be able to understand the demographics of your different customers, your users, and it helps you to be able to understand what kind of product the user would want to buy. It helps you to be able to enable efficient use of your budget. So okay, this is what you can predict what would be expected, or what kind of services your user would want to get from you, and from that you can use that to streamline or sort of create a different product so that your users do not just to their needs are met, and you can be able to cut down on unnecessary spending which you would have to do with your budget. Also, you can as well take advantage of data. So coming again in data, when we talk about data science, we talk about AI, you could also use historical data. So historical data is just data that already exists. So take out information data that already exists. So it could be internal as well for maybe your business, and use that data, that information to analyze and generate, recommendations. So I'm sure a lot of us will see sometimes that, okay, because of, you've gone online, you check some things, and then maybe you go to an online store, maybe you go to Jumia, or you go to Konga, and then they just keep on recommending, certain things. Or even on Instagram, for example, there's sometimes that you go through some posts, and then all of a sudden you start seeing some ads that have to do with the things that you have, gone through. So that's like, targeting, target marketing. They're able to segment and see, okay, how do we make recommendations based on your interests, or, what do you think are your interests based on the activities which you have carried out. Another thing would be, having a clear visibility into demand. So for you to actually know what exactly your users need and be able to meet those demands. So that would be more of, so I said, different types of, analytics. When we talk about data science, you can have predictive, you can have prescriptive. So that would be prescriptive. So like you're prescribing or recommending, something that would, that would bode well with your users or your customers. Okay, so next, we also have in a more advanced form, you could actually
Excuse me,
use what we call, yeah?
I mean, can you hear me? Are you sharing your
Yes, I
screen
can
right
hear you.
now? Are
Oh,
you
no,
sharing
I'm
your
not sharing my
screen?
screen. No, I'm not sharing my screen.
Okay.
No, I'm not sharing my
You
screen.
just
No.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
explaining it.
okay.
No. I'm not going, I will touch on those
Okay.
other, those things on the platform. I'm just giving a general view from the business angle.
Hello, I mean, I don't think you're too fast.
Okay, so sorry about that.
Slow down. Can you slow down in your speaking?
Yes, yes, exactly. Slow down, please. You're just blabbing. We are not following through.
Okay, sorry about that. I'll try to
Please.
slow down.
Thank you.
I was trying to be
please
conscious
slow
of
down a
time.
bit. So
I will.
you and I. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So just to go back, so in case you missed some things from my, fast pace of speaking, I was just trying to, outline some certain solutions which businesses, so whether small, whether medium or large businesses, can take advantage of, technologies or things that the platform offers, which you could use. So on the platform, once you sign up, you get free access to a Cloud Life account, which allows you to be able to build on these different solutions. So part of the things you can actually come up with or you can build would be a chatbot to, like I said, help reduce operational costs. So this is something that would help you be able to focus more on your business. So instead of having to respond to different, frequently asked questions or things that, would take so much of your time that you can actually attend to your production, you can program a chatbot that would be able to respond to those questions. Unless when it gets to the case where you may have to step in when the question is more advanced. Okay, so next we also have application of predictive analytics. So when we talk about data science, there are a lot of applications like predictive, prescriptive, those kind of data science and analytics. We also have descriptive. So for predictive, an application would be using predictive analytics to reduce employee turnover. So this would just help, for you to maximize, your users, for you to be able to maximize your employees, and it's something that you could actually even use to decrease risk and, cut down on cyber attacks. And some of these courses which apply to these different types of analytics, so for example, predictive analytics, are all available on the platform. So that's for predictive analytics. I also spoke about, marketing, because every business, regardless of what, you're selling or whatever you're into, would need some sort of marketing in whatever they have to do, in whatever you're carrying out. So this is something that you could actually use artificial intelligence or data science for your marketing agenda. So you can build solutions that would help you to understand the demographics of your users or the different demographics, so you can actually be able to target a particular demography and see how best you can then market your solution to them to get people to buy into whatever you are offering. So this allows you to have, a more efficient use of your budget. So it means you can be able to share or be able to sell or come up with solutions that are in demand. So you're not just creating things that may not be able to sell later. You're creating things that are actually on demand, so that it's something that they can as well be able to relate to. Okay. So I also talked about going back to data science, things you can take advantage of. So part of the types of analytics I spoke about was prescriptive. So prescriptive is more, it's just like it says, it's more about, prescribing. It's like you use already existing data, so historical data, and then you use it to analyze and generate and then create recommendations for your sales. It could even be for staffing, for getting employees. So this is just helps you have a more intelligent business that you're running, and it gives you a clear visibility into the existing demand. So that's for prescriptive. Also, you can use AI for fast tracking recruitment. So in more or in medium or larger businesses where you have to, make recruitment, recruitment, it could help you instead of you having to, so it just goes back to the focus. So just like when you have a chatbot that helps you be able to focus on the business. So instead of you having to worry about, going through the different applications which you're getting in for, different roles, you can actually focus on the business, and you can actually have your AI go through those recruitments and then be able to streamline and go through the applications. So this is something you can integrate with the already existing data you have for HR. So that's in a more advanced context. Also in a more advanced context, where you have, let's say you have a lot of stores or supermarkets or shops nowadays even have, they have cameras, which just kind of like help them watch out for thieves or just to, have surveillance. So it's something that analytics comes into play again. So this time around, it's visual analytics, which allows the owner of the business to be able to share, get that data from different things that the people are going through in the shop. So it could even be just the movement. So what are the the most visited aisles? Where are people really going to look for things? And then you can actually use that data, or even saying, okay, how is the customer moving? Let's say someone's trying to steal something. So it just helps to be able to monitor, and it allows you to take that data. So data is just information. Take that data and then use it, analyze that data, and so that's for the artificial intelligence and data science use. I mean, you could also use this to like analyze, just like behind the scenes activities. So in terms of things like, your inventory management, things like, helping to, like I said before, to spot theft. So this is something that artificial intelligence could also help you do. So you can have that AI help you go through the inventory instead of you having to do that yourself, go through the inventory management, and it helps you. It's more like your assistant there. So in general, data science and analytics or artificial intelligence will just help you increase the profits and reduce, the overhead costs. So can we all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we can.
Okay. So once you're logged into the platform, you would see what we call, so let me just go back to the home page. So you'll see what we call my dashboard, which allows you to actually view your progress, to see, what percentage, you are in, to see what percent, like how far you've actually gone in, your progress level. And it just allows you to see what you're doing, to see if you're at 50%, if you're at 90%, just to see what you're doing and keep you on your feet. So if you click here, you see my dashboard. This is where you can have access to, because I know everyone, we've gotten the general concept, but we're all thinking about how can we apply it in, the real life context. So this is where you would actually have access to different tools, get access to the cloud, the free cloudlet account, which I said you get once you sign up for the platform. So you can see here, like I said, this is where you see your progress. If you click on tools, you would see here, you can see IBM Cloud. So this is the IBM Cloud. This is your lab. This is where you do everything, where you build your chatbot, where you build your data science solutions, your artificial intelligence solutions, whatever it is, blockchain, whatever it will be. This is your this is where you get your hands dirty. And when you sign up for the platform, you get a free cloudlet account. So these are services or software that you normally have to pay for. If you're trying to even build a website, you have to think about a lot of things, or softwares or things that you would need to buy. But all this is for free, so you have access to this on the IBM Cloud. We also have product trials. So we understand that, let's say you don't even know, you're not sure, what exactly you want to come up with. Maybe you just know that it's, what the need is or what the demand is, but you're not sure what solution IBM has to cater to that demand. So we have provision here for product trials that will just show you, discover, a wide range of IBM products. So I can show you that. Let's click on that. I have it already open. Okay. So it just shows you the different products, and you can actually test out. So it's like you have like a free trial where you can actually test out these solutions, see how they work. You can, actually test it with your own data. So let's say we're trying to do some data analysis. You can actually test it with your own data. So you can see here, okay, here's IBM Cloud. So this is where, like I said, everything happens, all the magic happens. So if I launch that, it would take me directly to my lab, like I said, where to get your hands dirty, where you have access to the different resources. So we have a catalog of, a lot of resources which you can use depending on, whatever it is you are trying to achieve, or, whatever technology you're trying to gain access to, or trying to come up with a solution for. So we have services, we have softwares, and all these are free. So the APIs, the databases which you would need. And the good thing about this is normally you would have to download stuff, but you don't have to download things in this case. Everything is online. That's the power of cloud. So everything you do is online. You're not thinking of downloading anything to your laptop if you have, memory or anything like that. You just do everything online and you have access to it. It's where you get everything done. Part of what you also have access to is you have a lot of demos. So here you can see you can actually explore the different technologies by segment, discover by product, or browse by expertise. So you can see if you're looking for something that has to do maybe data science and your business. So you look for the solutions that have to do with data science and business analytics. If you're looking for digital business automation, so a lot of them, from security to artificial intelligence to everything, to management. So we will have resources for planning, so everything. So you could look at that from the search via segment, or you could try to filter by the product and just see what the different products are. So it helps you just you have the one shop for everything. You have access to everything you need on the platform. So going back to the platform, this is where it goes. Like I said, you have the trials, so you can test it out by yourself, and you can interact with the different solutions, put in your own data, see how it works. And then you also have, you have things that walk you through the process of going through whatever analysis you're going to involve yourself in. So it's not like it's just blind. You have notes that help you through that. So if we look at, lastly, just to show, we're just going to look at the data science and AI tracks. So if you look at the courses, like I said before, for our businesses, a lot of things we'll be looking at is, how can we, things like employee turnover. So you can see here, how do you predict employee turnover using IBM Watson Studio? So this gives you a concept, a solution to a problem, and gives you how to do it using the IBM solution. So this would be a course you can take and see how best to address that need. You can see, identify potential repeat customers for your business. So these are just a lot of, so you have courses. It's just all about having that, it's all about making out the time to actually engage with these resources. Everything you have on the platform, helps you. So if you want to build a chatbot, how to build your own chatbot, how to actually discover your inner chatbot. So going further down. So everything from the basic level of, what is artificial intelligence, down to the point of integration where you actually get to, create that AI solution. Everything is made available on the platform. And then you can take courses that, help you with this. So I think at this point, I think we're taking so much time. Sorry for speaking too fast. I was trying to, maximize time. But at this point, I think we can move on to questions and to the question and answer session. Yeah.
Thank you very, very much, Aminat, for that very concise presentation. I think we owe, as we say in Nigeria, we owe Aminat, Aminat and Funmi 5 bosa. Thank you very, very much. I'm also happy, apart from my cousins I have on today's webinar, my cousin Jaylene and Erin, and my cousin from South Africa, Jean. I also have a senior cousin, Patricia Langan, who is our regional director for Africa and the Middle East. Patricia, you want to say hi? Just hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
She's my senior, she's my senior cousin. And Erin and Chillen are always chaffing me about my cousin. And I just remembered something about my cousin. My cousin, I can imagine Erin and Chillen are laughing right now. My cousin has a daughter, and we're talking to her, teaching her the age-old poem, Jack and Jill went up the hill, you know, and then she noticed the parents that every time they're having a call and they can't get network, they're always like climbing or, you know, going outside, climbing the gate or something, trying to get signal. And they were like, my niece was like, you know, I think Jack and Jill actually went up the hill to get better Wi-Fi. I don't think they went to fetch a pail of water. So another story from my cousins. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Aminat, and thank you, Funmi, for a fantastic presentation. I know everyone found that to be very, very insightful and useful. Once again, the special WeConnect link that IBM has graciously provided is http://ibm.biz/WeConnect-DNA. We'll be sending that to everyone immediately after today's webinar. So if you need to access the DNA portal, this is the URL to use. I believe Aminat and Funmi also mentioned that you can download the app, which I think is fantastic, so you can learn on the go. I will immediately hand over to Erin, who is supported by Chelin, my cousins, to present the questions that we have right now, and then we'll ask Funmi and Aminat to quickly answer the questions. We have less than about 12 minutes time within our time contract with all our participants for today's webinar, so we want to use it very, very effectively. So over to you, Erin and Chelin.
Thank you. So our first of all, thank you for that excellent walkthrough of the DNA platform. Our first question is, we would like to create a multi-level marketing application for our business. Which of the courses would you advise that we use?
Funmi and Aminat, that's for you.
I'm not sure if you heard me. I'll just go ahead and repeat it. We
Okay.
would like to create a multi-level marketing application for our business. Which of the courses would you advise that we use to do this? And also put that in the chat.
Okay, so I can take that. So I think it depends. You say you need a multi-marketing application, but it means you need to know what exactly you are trying to create. So you have to break it down. That's too broad. I mean, so for any application, even if you have to decide, first of all, is it a website you're trying to create? This application, would it be online? Sorry, would it be on the web, or would it be a mobile application? So that's the first step. So once you decide on that, it means you're creating a mobile app or creating a website. So it means if it's a mobile app, you would need to go through the process of how to build a mobile application. If it's a website, it means you would have to go to the process of, you know, how to build a website. So that would involve some coding. Both of them would involve some coding. So I would say, first of all, you would have to take coding. So if you're creating any application, you have to go through coding. So we have a course on coding. That would be the first. That would be the first thing. But I think also you would also need to take design thinking, because I mean, when you talk about marketing, it's about meeting the user's expectations. So you need to understand, you know, what exactly your users want, or what exactly are you trying to, what is the outcome, what's the objective of, you know, that solution you're trying to create. So do a design thinking, just a design thinking brief, and just be able to understand what the needs are, so you know how to meet those needs. Because there'll be a lot of things involved. You would need a database as well. So for whatever application you would have, there'll be the front end, there'll be the back end. So there are so many things involved, from the point of, you know, creation down to integration. So there are so many things involved. So I would say the first step would be learning how to code. And it's easy because what we have on the platform is not too advanced. So we're not.
Okay.
I think we lost Aminat there.
Yeah.
Funmi.
I wasn't sure if it was my audio.
Okay, I think she's back.
Hi, Amina, are you back? Let me just add to what she said earlier. So like what she said the major thing is you have to be very you have to be able to like highlight what exactly like you want to achieve, even if we're talking about like multi-level marketing application for business. Like as she mentioned that it's majorly, when we talk about marketing, we're talking about dealing with clients. So you have to really know what exactly you want to like achieve with your clients. So that will now move you to that will now shed more light to the tool that you'll be making use of. And in line with that, there was also another question that I saw that was relating to it, like it was looking like it. So I thought of answering both together. I said with these courses, no, okay, I think it has scrolled up already. The person said, okay, as a beginner, that having a business problem, that how would you know the tool to use? The first thing first is you must identify what exactly you want to do. What problem, what solution do you want to bring about? What problem do you want to solve? It is when you identify the problem you want to solve, that is when you now get to know which of the tools to lay your hands on. For example, we have under our artificial intelligence, we have the tool that helps the fashion designers as well. So you have to know the problem you want to solve before you get to know the tools to lay your hands on.
Great, thank you. So our next question is from Natasha. With these courses, can one be qualified to get a job, or would one need additional certifications?
Okay, like what I said earlier, I mentioned earlier on describing our job advisor tool. There is where you put in your profile, you enter your profile, enter the location where you want the job to come from and everything. And then you wait to get like jobs that are related to the skills that you have acquired. But the first thing is you must have acquired some skills. And then I showed, I shared my screen showing the skills that I've acquired and the job roles they sent to me. So if I'm interested in any of it, I click for it. So it's possible for you to get a job, yeah, without any extra certifications. It's very possible. So you just go through our job advisor to enter your acquired skills and your other informations, and then jobs that are related to the skills you've acquired will be sent to you, and then you can click and to like get interviewed for any of it. And if you're qualified, why not? You get the job.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
So is there one specific course that you think is the most popular, or one course that you think most women business owners can use or would be the most applicable or beneficial to their business?
Okay, there is no course that is most popular. At the end, like I said earlier, it depends on the problem you want to solve. So, for example, it depends on the problem you want to solve. For example, as a fashion designer, the artificial intelligence will be very good for me because I'll be able to like create my chatbots just to make work easier for me there. And also with the tool under artificial intelligence, I can also create my cognitive dress, like one of the case studies that we have. So it depends on the problem you really want to solve. So there is no particular course. There are some people that are interested in blockchain, so and they focus majorly on that. There are some interested in cybersecurity. So it really depends on what exactly because first of all, it's not really about the most popular course, but it's about what exactly drives you, like what are you passionate about. So that will be the one that will lead you to the course that you want to dive into. For example, if I'm very passionate about, I'm very skeptical about how informations are being leaked, how transactions are not being done properly, then the next thing that comes to my head is go for blockchain, to know how to like transact properly and embed personal information so that it won't get out there to other external bodies. So the first thing that comes to my head when I'm talking about like having a privatized transaction, not letting information out, what comes to my mind is blockchain. So it depends on what comes, like what is like what you're passionate about, what exactly do you want to solve, you get. So that leads you to. So I don't know if Amina has anything to add to that.
Okay, yeah, she gave a very good overview. But in addition to that, the good thing about these different technologies is they all work hand in hand together. So even when you talk about building a chatbot, for example, I'll tell you it's not just, a lot of people think it's just coding or doing all that, but that's actually false. What you would have to do, first of all, the first concept for building a chatbot is design thinking. So you need to understand how to put yourself into the shoes of the users. That allows you to be able to train your chatbot, because what the chatbot is doing is responding to the user's needs. So you need to be able to, you need to understand what design thinking is, understand the concepts, the techniques, before you can then move on to building a chatbot. So all these different technologies are interrelated. Even when you talk about building your chatbot as well, there's data science involved, because whatever you are doing, you have data involved. Even going back to like Funmi just talked about, you know, building a secure transaction. So you need blockchain essentially, but you would also need to have cybersecurity as well to just beef up your security. So all these emerging technologies work hand in hand together. So it's not like one is more relevant than the other. It's just like you said, all about what your objective is, what you're trying to achieve, and what needs need to be met.
Thank you. So the platform seems really open to allowing each user to explore their own passions and interests within it. So we have another question. Can I share the link with others? I think that's a really important question to ask. Thank you for asking that.
Yes, that's fine. You can share. So it's for WEConnect. So unless WEConnect has any problem with that, but from the IBM end, we have no issues with that.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, we have no issues with that. So please kindly share widely with your networks. Thank you very much.
But just a note, the link will only work if you have an African IP address. And now a question from Palissa. Good day. I cannot locate the app on the iOS App Store. Is it only available for Android users?
Yes, it is just for Android users.
So I believe that is all of the questions we have. Thank you both so much. Back to you, Yeshua.
Thank you very much, Cousin Erin, and thank you, Cousin Aminat, and Funmi for taking those questions very perfectly, excellently. Thank you very much. Our time contract is just about over. However, before we pull the curtains on today's webinar, we'd like to once more thank everybody, especially Funmi and Aminat, cousins from IBM, and also Erin and Chelin for really working hard to put this together, Patricia for joining, Jean for joining from South Africa, all our beautiful ladies and a few gentlemen that happen to have been on this webinar. Thank you very much for joining. We hope that you've enjoyed today's webinar and that it's provided useful and insightful information for you. If you, I noticed a few people mentioned that they missed the first three webinars. You can find that by going to our website, www.WEConnectinternational.org. Where's that exactly? Check within the training section and you'll be able to find the material. If you actually need it sent to you, the link sent to you directly, you have my email on the page, yrussell@WEConnectinternational.org. Feel free to send an email and then we will forward the link to you so you can actually watch the videos from the first three webinars and this webinar. Once again, WEConnect International is a global organization that identifies, certifies, and supports women-owned businesses to connect them with procurement opportunities, business opportunities from large corporate buyers, global organizations. And IBM happens to be one of our key strategic partners when it comes to a corporate buyer in Nigeria and globally. And as you can see, is a major supporter when it comes to technology. As a closing word, I'd like us to note that many companies over the past 4 months have grown immensely by using technology. We hear all of this over the television, over the radio, social media, over companies that have grown, increased revenue, practically just blown out of proportion by using technology. I think one of the interesting components of today's webinar, in fact, the entire Digitize with IBM webinar series, is how to increase your business's revenue performance post-COVID-19 using technology. And I'm very sure we all recognize the fact that if you ignore technology, you're ignoring a major component of your business growth. Once again, thank you very, very much for being part of this webinar. Keep your eyes open for emails, notifications of other events, webinars, trainings, partnerships, collaborations, various events that are going to be taking place excitingly throughout the second half of 2020. Thank you very much once more and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.